The absolute desolation of the brand that was once the number one selling beer in all of America, facilitated by one of the most successful boycotting campaigns, successful for the average rank and file individual that doesn't want to have their good sensibilities and their family values subverted even further, has maintained its longevity and achieved the high levels of success for itself, mostly due to the organic nature of the boycott in and of itself. It was a call to action to those in the middle of America, hell, and probably your neighbors that are out there, that this is a step too far. Celebrating a mentally ill huckster was somehow going to make light beer somewhat palatable. Bold move, but it ultimately failed. Probably about as bad as you can think. Like, normally, okay, just think of the game of chess, right? The worst thing that could happen, you lose the game. You make one bad move, okay, you lose a piece. Might lead to a bad game, but you can always course correct. But Bud Light here, with that one move of sponsoring Dylan Mulvaney, we'll get to what he has to say here in a second, not only led to the end of the game, it led to not just the table, not just the board itself, but the entire structure in which the table in the game was being housed completely and totally burned to the ground. And now Bud Light, well, they're trying anything. Anheuser Busch in general, oh Lord have mercy, they are trying to mitigate losses, but it is like an out-of-control wildfire at this point in time. Their losses, significant. So guess what? It's time to call in the big guns. The big guns really ain't working all that well, okay? So here's what you have at, I think that's a no, it's not a Walmart. I don't know whose logos, or I don't know who has that in the background. That doesn't look familiar to me, but that display right there, look at how untouched, unmolested, in the best possible term, not you trannies, but nobody, like, we can just run that back as well. Nobody has grabbed a singular case off of there. Nobody has touched anything that is on there. Now you can think it's like, okay, it's a display, you know, Anheuser-Busch probably has some sort of a very close relationship with whatever store that is. The signage doesn't look familiar at all whatsoever, but you want to put up something patriotic. I would imagine this was probably taken over, the previous long weekend. The video first uploaded by TikTok user Poppy Gordy, 3 eyes, good for him, sparked thousands of comments on TikTok, and it was later on Twitter in a reaction to the display. It's unclear whether the creative marketing was used and where the creative marketing was used. Yeah, because the signage doesn't make black and gold. Like, we got a small retailer up here in Canada, Giant Tiger, that has a similar color scheme, but I know for sure that wasn't at one of those locations. But the TikTok hashtag suggests that it was over Memorial Day weekend. I don't forget that easily. One TikToker commented on the video, while others made references to Mulvaney. But instead of hearing what nameless, faceless individuals on the internet have to say about the situation, why not get some information from Dylan Mulvaney that self? Dylan Mulvaney shrugs off Bud Light controversy at musical Transparent. Man. Now, before we get into, the more shocking details of this, I just couldn't imagine, right? Like, I like a few things. Like, my life is pretty much siloed into work, exercise, and appreciation of a very small, very purposefully curated group of people that I enjoy for simple entertainment and education as well. I just couldn't imagine grouping everything together and simply making my life about one specific thing. Like, yeah, Dylan, congratulations. You at least say that you're trans. You went through all of the rigmarole to at least market yourself to a point where you're quite possibly the most famous trans person. I know that's a fairly lofty claim, but I don't think I'm necessarily all that incorrect. Not the most popular by, like, receptive status in a positive sense, but probably by name recognition, or at least, that Bud Light thing is like, oh yeah, that one. Yeah, everybody knows of Dylan Mulvaney for one specific reason. But do you have to make that your entire identity? Yeah, but these are the valid people, right? They need to have their validity reaffirmed on an hourly basis, but whatever. Based on a series about a transgender parent. Ugh, God, what did they get the cover of Glamour UK? As Anheuser-Busch loses a staggering $27 billion in market value. Yo, 27 bill. I couldn't even fathom that. That is an amount of money lost that is, I think, the accumulated wealth of only but a dozen people on Earth. Like, yo, what is it? Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Carlos Slim, the French guy, a couple of other people only have more money than Anheuser-Busch has lost in totality in less than 2 months. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And all Dylan Mulvaney has to say is, lol, the check cashed. Mulvaney shrugged off a Bud Light controversy at the musical Transparent wearing, I don't even know what the fuck that is. The brewing giant decided to use Mulvaney 26. Yo, they've lost more billions of dollars than age that Dylan Mulvaney has. Fucking wow. For its March Madness campaign. Yeah, we know the backstory. Mulvaney stepped out, yes, of course, and went, "Hi guys, I'm trans." We know, Dylan. We know. Shut up. Out for an opening night performance of the musical and a Wednesday night at the Center Theater Group's Mark Taper. I don't know what the fuck. That was just a run of words. I said them. I have no idea what any of them mean. In downtown Los Angeles. That makes a little bit more sense. The 26-year-old social media star, yeah, for better or worse, that's at least accurate, was seen with her hair slicked back. Okay. And wearing a glamorous metallic pink floor-length dress with a heart-shaped cutout in the chest. Yes, not exactly, like the appropriate place where the heart is. And yo, listen, like, I just did chest earlier today, and it's looking awfully fine in comparison to Dylan, who's apparently been on hormones and has gone through all of the nips and tucks. Not that I'm asking for, proof. I'm just wondering, where are the titties? Just wondering. If you talk the talk, walk the walk. Well, Mulvaney enjoyed a night of culture. No, I don't know, maybe the floor wasn't that clean. That'd be about the only culture you could get. AB InBev's market capitalization has a staggering fall off. You fell off. We know. The back of a partnership with the 26-year-old. Yo, man, just in graph form, it really drives it home. Yo, take a look at that. Everything was all fine and dandy. Just a shade under $1.35. $1.35, April 3rd. And then it almost touched those heights one final time right at the beginning of May. May 4th, it was going right back up. And ever since then, it's been whee! That would be a double black diamond ski hill if you were to take a look at that. That is like climbing the face of Everest right there, going back up. And you think they're going to rebound by the end of the year? Fox? No. You think they're going to rebound by the end of the decade? I'll give them that. I'll give you a little bit of lead time. Down more than $27 billion from the $134.55 billion value of the company as of March 31st. Its market capitalization fell to $107.44 billion through the end of May, as tracked by Dow Jones Market Data Group. However, the company saw a small uptick on June 1st. Yes, of course, we can't take that away from them. Haven't quite got up to May 30th, but it's not the, 3 days of consecutive oof that they're normally used to seeing. But actually, you can see it's normally about 2 days of at least hold. And right there from the 17th until the 23rd, it just about maintained average. But then it's like, nah, we're just going to go ahead and fall completely off. Sucks to suck, I guess. The stock is down 19.98% from its recent March high, hitting an official bear market. Yo, that sucks. You individually are causing a market collapse. Haha. Which is a 20% drop. May was the third worst month on record for the company's shares. Third worst month on record. It's over 100-year company. What do you got? Like the Great Depression and the housing market collapse in 2008? Like what could possibly be worse? Frankly, I don't care that much to research it. Sales for Bud Light have also plummeted 25.7% for the week ending May 20th. And I can't wait for those Memorial Day numbers because, they're going to be fucking brutal. This is the steepest drop in sales since the Mulvaney controversy. Yeah, last week's numbers. Next week's going to be even more. I will guarantee it. It's even worse. With Bud Light dropping 24.3%. Because, as you can see, yeah, they're year-to-year comparisons. Okay? Like, I'm sure last year, probably a hell of a lot of sales for Memorial Day long weekend. And this time around, do we have to go back and show you the tank? Or how about any of those shelves where it's just alcohol completely sold out, except for those blue and red and blue and silver cases that are just well stocked on the shelf. Well stocked. Couldn't even give a man dying of thirst a Bud Light at this point in time. He would rather die than go gay. It's, actually ultra-based, but That just shows you the sad state of affairs. Anheuser-Busch said early May it would triple its marketing spending in the United States this summer as it tries to boost ailing sales. Yeah, just wondering when that's eventually going to pan out. Like, when's the new marketing campaign launching? We know about the Bud Light, you know, the Budweiser Heavy. We're wrapping ourselves in the American flag. We are all about truth, liberty, justice, and the American way. Even though everybody's looking at that going, you stand with the groomers. We don't want that. Mulvaney appeared to be all smiles at the musical opening night. Oh, hi! Where she joined Tracy Lysette, Johnny Silby, Frankie Grand, Peppermint, Rosie O'Donnell, Cameron Manheim, and Boba Fett. Oh, Barrett Foa. My mistake. For the event. Listen, man, I know what Peppermint is, and I've heard of Cameron Manheim and Rosie O'Donnell. You list everybody off there like they're fucking celebrities. Get out of here. The musical follows the story of Pfeifferman's family youngest child, Ali. I don't care, man. You could tell me about all the virtues and everything good that Cuties did, but it's still disgusting at the end of the day. Same with this shit, but whatever, man. Whatever. Mulvaney posted from ahead of the event at the opening night to her followers, captioning one story from inside the theater. So much trans joy on stage and off. Yes, these are the people that all of these marketing departments are trying to capitulate to. These are the ones that, you're just trying to sway with them. The people that constantly need to be wrapped up in their own personal, identifiable, or identity markers. It's really shallow. Like, that's actually shallow. But hey, man, you do you. Vice President Alyssa Heinerscheid, we actually got pictures of this goofy bitch, appeared less elated following the disaster partnership, yet taking a leave of absence. Yeah, she took it in so much that some of those Twitter executives over the Daily Wire debacle, we'll probably talk about that tomorrow at some point in time, kind of just magically resigned from Twitter. Sure thing. She's on a leave of absence. A round-faced boss is also on a leave of absence, and ain't nobody opining for her to be back. Heinerscheid, 39, was not the only one to step down after the backlash. Step down's subjective term, I guess. Yes, Daniel Blake, VP for mainstream brands. Their sudden departure appears premature after bosses said the decision to work with Mulvaney was made by an outside agency without management awareness or approval. I believe a part of that statement. It was not made with management or management awareness or approval. I would believe that. But an outside agency can make a hiring decision. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. But yes, we actually got pictures of Heinerscheid. Not so much like her promotional picture, but here's that bitch out there on the stroll. Holy. Like, you had enough money to set aside to have a surrogate give birth to your child, but you couldn't shell out some money in order to get some veneers. Like, holy man. Maybe she's super based and has an affinity for the founding fathers, and just decided that the best aspect of George Washington was his old pine chompers. That was what I'm trying to go for. Maybe she's cutting corners as well. Maybe Anheuser-Busch had a fantastic dental benefits plan, and she just really hit the skids out there, started smoking crack, and had to get her replacement teeth nailed in like fence posts. Oh, God. I know a lot of people use, Colgate or Crest. She just decided to use Land of Lakes for toothpaste. Fucking Christ, man. But actually, her friend that she's walking with ain't half bad. But yeah, that's the update on Bud Light. Shit's bad. They're trying to spin their failing brand any way that they possibly can. Hey guys, you guys like beer, right? Yeah. You also like tanks and artillery, right? Yeah. Do you like Bud Light sculpted like a tank? Fuck off! That's where we're at this point in time. Bud Light is fucking dead. They've been dead for a while. Somebody should just tell them, alright? Hey. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.